Hi, now Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, yesterday he was in the United Arab Emirates, and the kind of welcome he received in that country was extraordinary. Even the US president or any other Western leader, I've not seen that they received such a welcome, at least in near past. And we were made to believe by the Western world that Russia is losing, Russia is alone, Putin has become somewhat pariah, but that's not the case. And this is apparent. From there, he goes to Saudi Arabia. Also, there, he received a very warm welcome. He had a one to one meeting with MBS. So, this shows that Russia's and especially Mr. Vladimir Putin's sphere of influence is increasing by each passing day. That shows that diplomatically he's not isolated. His economy is growing despite of all those sanctions. The oil cap, it has failed and failed drastically. The living standards in Russia had been elevated, and so has the incomes. And just opposite is taking place in Western Europe. Also, on the strategic front, Ukraine has almost lost. America is finding it difficult to give more aid. More Republicans are not in favor of Zelensky, though Joe Biden and his NSA, who have invested really heavy in Zelensky, are still trying to support him. But we have saw the articles in Time magazine, in other Western outlets that clearly show that even the deep state there in United States want to throw away Mr. Zelensky. And there are stuff coming out that he is on odds right now with his chief of military staff. So there can be a coup anytime. But since Russia is winning, Ukraine is losing, but Ukrainian military is very much dependent on Western aid. They can't show that bleak and dark picture of the country which was presented as a beacon of democracy by the Western press. So I think now conversations are going on to press Zelensky to go for an election, and he will lose in that election. Yesterday, there was a statement from the mayor of Kiev, the Ukrainian capital, in which he compared Zelensky's rule with that of Vladimir Putin. And this guy, I think, will be a replacement of Zelensky. US wants that Zelensky should now negotiate with Russia, which he is not willing to. So they are losing the strategic front. Very soon you will see that the Ukrainian army will collapse, though the fight will continue. We saw even during the Second World War, the biggest casualty that the Allies received was not on D Day, but in Germany after almost the full collapse of the German state or the Third Reich. So, that kind of resistance you will keep seeing from the Ukrainian troops. But this doesn't mean that they are winning. They are losing the front, they are losing the supporters, and I think the only support they have is something in Washington and also in London, because the British government has invested a lot of its diplomacy, a lot of its time, a lot of its prestige, as well as this money on Zelensky. So still there is some support from British government and from some portions of Capitol Hill. But Germany is not helping them anymore in a major way. The European countries are not helping them anymore in a major way. So sooner than you think, you will find that the Ukrainian military will collapse, and it will be a big victory for Vladimir Putin. Thank you.